It's the last P with me, Jay Breezy, and it's been quite a while. Okay, it's only been like 2 weeks. I had to take a few, some time off or whatever to get myself right. Sometimes we have to do that. Go inside ourselves and make sure everything is okay with ourselves before we try to communicate outward bounds to other folks. Anyhow, so today I want to talk about two things actually. One is manifestation, and the other one is my review of the culture tour featuring my boys, New Edition, Uncle Charlie Wilson, and Jodeci. All right, but let me get into this manifestation fast. All right, so here's the thing. A lot of people like to talk about what they're going to do, what they want to do, or what have you. But, most of the time, with some people, it's just that talk. They don't really pursue anything that they say that they are going to pursue. So a lot of times, people don't seem to realize that manifestation is real. Like what we put our minds to, that's serious. Like I used to hear it all the time growing up or whatever, but I just thought it was cliche. People would just be saying that just to motivate you or whatever. But the mind is really, really strong. You think and speak negative thoughts within your mind, negative situations will occur. You think and speak positive thoughts into the mind, positive situations will occur. All right. So, as I told you guys before, I lived in Europe for some time. And before I made that transition to come back to America, I decided to, so like I had said in a previous episode that America's huge, lived in Europe for 12 years, and there was a lot of places in America that I had yet to visit. And I really wanted to see certain places. So before I came home, I had a bucket list. The main part of my bucket list was to come back over here, take care of some situations pertaining to my passport. So I had my passport. I had passport situations for like 6 years while I was living in Europe. I was over there for 6 years without my passport, but I was still legal over there, thanks to being a father and having children born over there. So that was one of the ways that I was able to maintain residency over in Germany without having my passport. So to come back home and handle the situation to where I didn't have my passport anymore, take care of that. That was that was my main goal on my bucket list. Two was to visit a few places that I had never visited before, ever. One was Las Vegas, the other one was Miami, and the third one was California. I had never been to Miami, never been to Las Vegas, and I had never been to California, and I've always wanted to go to those three places. So that was two. The first one, like I said, was getting my passport situated and straight again. The second one was to visit a few places that I had never been to. And the third one was to, if God willing, New Edition was to go on tour while I'm back at home, I had to be in the building. I tell you what, folks, manifestation is real. I had that bucket list. I had it in my mind. I wanted to do it. I knew somehow, some way or another, I was going to accomplish those goals. Guess what? All of those goals that was on my bucket list before I came to America, back to America, but little over 2 years ago, has come to fruition. I visited Vegas. I visited Miami. I visited California. And this past weekend, I saw New Edition perform And when I say them over 50-year-old men who have been performing since 1984 or even earlier, when I say they ripped that stage, New Edition ripped that stage. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, Johnny, they all did their things. As a collective, as soloists, and as like their counterpart other groups. Bear Biv DeVoe did their thing. Ralph Tresvant did his thing solo. Johnny Gill did his thing solo. Bobby Brown. I was very impressed. You know, Bobby have had a lot of issues throughout his life. You know, some ups and downs, some highs and lows. Lost, you know, his ex-wife, 2 grown children, drug addictions, you know, health issues, stroke survivor. When I tell you, first of all, I was shocked that they all showed up. All 6 showed up, including Bobby. All 6 showed up. I was shocked. Bobby's vocals was on point. You know, his dancing is not like it used to be, but that's understandable. But he's still there. We still enjoyed the show. The crowd was loving the show. I mean, like it was amazing. Like ever since like Candy Girl came out, I'm 10 years old. No, I'm 11 years old. That album came out. No, 10. I think that first album came out in 83. Candy Girl came out in 83. I'm 10 years old. From 83 up until 2022, I've been an any for life. An any for life. An any lifer for life. That's a New Edition life, a New Edition fan for life. It's my favorite group all time. All time favorite group. I was so excited to see them perform. And again, this show was 4 hours. It started at 8 with Jodeci, who also did their thing. And then Charlie Wilson, amazing performer. My first time seeing him live. Matter of fact, Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band was like one of the groups that one of my brothers turned me on to as a kid growing up. So I was really into the Gap Band as well. Then, of course, Charlie Wilson being featured on so many hip-hop songs was also something special, you know. So, but, and then New Edition performed. Show started at 8 o'clock on time, and the show ended at 12 midnight. Talking about a long show, but it was amazing. It was dope. So good. So, shout out to Jodeci, Uncle Charlie Wilson, and a special shout out go out to my boys, New Edition, man. Y'all did the thing, man. Y'all made me very proud. It was worth the wait. You know, I waited almost, over 30 years to see them perform, and I finally got to see them perform, and I wasn't disappointed at all. Now, back to the manifestation. You have to surround yourself around positive people, period, point blank. If you want to step up, if you want to move up, you have to be around people who are, who you can learn from, who can help you come up. You can't continue hanging around people who just want to like do nothing all day. And this is no knock on anybody. You know, you got some people who just want to chill, smoke weed, get high all day or whatever, and really do anything. And you know, that's their business. But if you are a person who is a dreamer, I was always a dreamer as a kid. And pretty much so far, everything that I dreamed about and fantasized about doing has come to fruition. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I will get there. Trust that. Before I pass, before I leave this planet, before I leave this world, before I leave this body in the physical form, you know, I will leave something for my children. Best believe that. But in hindsight, I have pretty much, you know, done everything that I fantasized about doing as a kid. It wasn't just because of me, though. You know, I surrounded at a point in my life that I was around negativity, you know, but I grew up, I grew out. Or more or less, I grew out, then I grew up. I had to get away from certain people, certain surroundings, and searching the atmosphere. And to be honest, I had to get away from America too to even see the light of day. But I just want to let you people know, let you guys know that it can be done. You just got to believe in it. You just got to work towards it. And you got to surround yourself with good people who will also assist you in seeing some of your dreams come true. I'm happy. You know, sometimes I have issues, as we all do, where I get down, but then I have to get inside myself and think about the situation that's bringing me down, and then I have to let myself know that you can't win that way. You always have to fight. Never give up. Fight. So in closing, I just want to say, for you out there, those of you out there who tune in, who listening, who want to do some things, but I don't know, maybe you're afraid to take that chance or whatever. I've always been the type that was just, I've always been kind of like a rebel since a kid. Like I'm willing to take a risk. I'm willing to take a chance. And, you know, I'm glad that have been me. Sometimes in life I have been irresponsible, but I grew. But I'm just here to say, life is precious. Life is beautiful. The world is beautiful, even though there's so much ugliness in the world. Look, we're only going to be here once. And once you're gone, you're gone. Live life. Enjoy life. Stop talking about things you want to do and start making it happen. Get off your ass. Surround yourself with positive people. Get away from those negative people. Make moves. And you can make things happen. All right? So that's going to wrap it up for me for today. I got things to do, you know, people to see, bills to pay, and appointments to attend. So this is The Last P with Jay Breezy. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah, and coming real soon, another episode with 3 Ps on a pod, featuring myself, my close friend Estelle, and my boy JJ. All right? So y'all take care and have a blessed one. Peace. Oh, yes, I forgot to mention, I have my passport back. That was priority number 1, accomplished. Oh, yeah, and shout out to my boy Jay Mitchell. Jay Mitchell used to sing, we used to sing together as, you know, growing up and stuff. We used to always perform on stages together, and we used to do New Edition and Jodeci. So shout out to Jay Mitchell. God made it happen that we were side by side at that show. So I'm out. Take care. Washing clothes. Gotta go. Peace out. Have a nice day. Blessings.